check it out, check it out now. Oh boy, I know what you're saying. Academics, you late? Where you been at, my nigga? Yo, your boy's back. I ain't gonna lie, this weekend I gotta escape out of mama's basement sometime, okay? I escaped. I went out of Accomplice Con. You know how everybody, yo, they're gonna run up on academics. That's not happening. Came down there with the squad. It looked good. By the way, I met over 2,000 chat niggas. I never thought in my wildest dreams that something I did for fun, out of passion, would really manifest like that. You would have thought I was a fucking artist in the building. The way how we stopped up lines, y'all were strong. If you're listening, you didn't get a chance to come, it's only my hope I could come to your city, your town, and we could do the same. We were drinking Henny together. We were kicking it together. We were just having a good old time. But your boy's back in. We got to get to more pressing issues, okay? Meek Mill, okay? Meek Mill, a guy who's had a very turbulent relationship with me. According to him, he don't like what I post on Instagram because he says I'm making him look a certain type of way. Now, he doesn't help that particular look when he himself is getting arrested for beating people up at the airport, doing all type of wheelies, allegedly submitting fake and false urine samples, and also when he goes out supposedly on tour or when he just goes anywhere, he doesn't tell his probation officer before. Now, none of those things got to do with me, okay? That has to do with him. And also, all of those things will get you violated. Now, the judge basically said, we got to talk, Meek Mill, hop up in court. They basically summoned him to court after he got arrested twice in 6 months for various offenses. Now, everyone said it's going to be a routine probation hearing, a stern warning, maybe some house arrest, but he'll be fine because those cases that he got arrested for, they were dismissed. Except the judge was tired of all the fucking malarkey and Nicki Minaj and her fat ass. And when I mean fat ass, I mean that lovingly, that juicy fat ass wasn't in court basically sobbing and tearing up over Meek Mill. And when Meek Mill went in front of that judge, the judge says, man, take your rollie off, nigga. Take your chain off. You going to jail today. Now, Meek Mill was remanded into custody immediately after the judge announced that he violated his probation with a bunch of things. Number one, by being arrested. Again, even if he didn't get charged or he didn't get convicted, you're not supposed to be in contact with the law. Apparently, when he was in New York with the wheelie thing, he ain't even let the judge know or let his PO officer know he was going to be in that place. So the fact that you even got arrested makes it look crazier. They're mentioning more shit about his piss. I don't know what type of drugs, weed, or whatever he's on that he got to mask his pee in, or his pee is not right, but that shit is fucking him up. And the judge says 2 to 4 years in state prison. Now, here's where it gets sad, because I see a lot of people online there saying, man, yo, free Meek, free Meek. And again, I never say free guilty niggas, so you never catch me saying free somebody, but I always will point out injustices where I see it. And is there an injustice with Meek Mill? I don't think so. I will tell you this. After speaking to multiple people who have been on probation in Philly, okay, a city who really goes hard on black men, for all they've told me, they said, listen, let me give you the breakdown. If Meek Mill claims the judge and the DA don't like him, well, motherfucker, they must really hate me, because they wouldn't tolerate half the things from me as they did from him. Keep in mind, Meek Mill has gone to many probation hearings where they're talking about him with possibly dirty piss, him not reporting his whereabouts. Also, they've talked about just him doing all type of shit that they believe could have violated his probation. And even before, they said he violated his probation, but they gave him house arrest and they let him back out in the street. Okay, again, the judge and the jury, or actually not the judge and the jury, the judge is the jury in this case, the judge and the DA, they could really see through all the fuckery, because they could see that you're really posting shit on social media, like you're showing up to group homes and you're helping kids out only right before you go to court. They're up on game at this point, all right? And do I think that they might be a little bit biased? Yes, but this is a point where if you know somebody don't like you, you can't blame them after a certain while. You keep giving them reasons to continue to do what they're doing. If Meek had really a legitimate reason to get them off his case, they would have. They've tried to get these people off their case. They just haven't. Okay? Meek Mill and his team will probably drop an album while he's in jail. It'll hold people over while he's in jail. He'll get out of jail eventually, probably not 2 years, maybe a year and a half due to overcrowding. He'll have a fruitful career. It's not the end of the road for him, but it should be another wake-up call that, bro, the way you're moving, the way you're acting, and even if when we saw you around the interviews and it seemed like you changed your life, clearly something hasn't changed if you keep ending up in this situation, okay? Let's not act also, because I know some people will say, oh, he's completely changed. Remember Meek Mill, okay? Meek Mill's the same guy who wants to, quote-unquote, have a conversation with me about Instagram postings, the one who had the conversation with Safari, the one who allegedly had a conversation with French Montana. Meek Mill has changed, but Meek Mill ain't changed that much. Okay, let's just keep this in mind. This all factors into why a judge probably sees through the BS and says, listen, the DA says don't send him to jail. The DA, the prosecutor, don't send him to jail. And the judge says, enough. He gots to go. As I said, I feel bad for Meek Mill, his camp, his fans. I'm one of his fans, but I will not be out here saying free Meek Mill, because if he wasn't rich and famous, he would have been in jail a long time ago. And not because you got money or talent means you should get treated different than anyone else. And I know niggas ain't treated right in the system, but if you're not famous and rich like Meek, you would have been locked up ages ago. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Want to hear what you got to say about this, all right? I'm out.